Yo, can't shit. No music today. You know how we do, just jumping right to it. So alright, so today we on level 5, right? And this is like a 2-part video because it's gonna help some other people too as far as some other things go. Yeah, so level 5 is, I like to call it installing pop-up blockers. Installing, you know how when you're online or something and you got these weird little pop-ups. Well, obviously over time they made it where you could just click and block them all. You feel what I'm saying? Well, females are the same way. You gotta install pop-up blockers. And a pop-up is basically a hater or anybody that's detracting from what you're trying to do, or a Mac, whatever you want to call it. Anybody that's trying to knock your situation and mess your situation up. You feel me? Those are pop-ups. So you need pop-up blockers. One of the easiest pop-up blockers to do is teach her, baby girl, we don't listen to riddles. All that fast talking, slick talking shit, we don't even listen to that. We don't even entertain that. Why? Because have you ever been to a doctor's office and heard somebody talking like that? Have you ever been to a closing to buy a house and hear somebody talking like that? Have you ever bought a car, rented a house, an Airbnb, and heard someone talking in a bunch of riddles? And quite naturally, she's gonna tell you no. Well, the reason is, baby girl, because that's not real life. It don't work. You can only tell riddles to a child. You can only tell riddles to a naive person. You know what I mean? Someone who has childlike knowledge in that subject. So, let me give you a riddle to learn, baby girl. This is the only riddle you need to know. Riddles are for giggles. That's it. That's the only riddle you need to know. Riddles are for giggles, man. We look past that shit. So there's one pop-up blocker, because a lot of P's like to do a lot of slick talking. And once she is slick talking, she out. I'm gone. Like, all right, this is some bullshit. 2 is teaching her how to identify money. Teach her that motherfucker with a bunch of bottles, he's probably not finna give up no money. It's most likely the low-key dude, you know what I mean, who got his singles and he chilling or whatever. But oftentimes a dude, unless they just throwing money already or whatever they're throwing money, then obviously. But oftentimes, even that be a setup. They know the girls already and this and that and this and that. So the second pop-up blocker, which is very important, is you got to teach her how to sniff money, how to smell that money. And if y'all want to know details on all of this, then hey, you're gonna have to book a consultation or something. But as far as right now, we'll go over the general premise. You got to teach her how to smell money. You feel what I'm saying? And teach her how to get her worth from whoever she's dealing with, male, female, a job, I don't care what it is. You got to teach her how to get her worth from that situation. You know what I'm saying? Those are pop-up blockers. So when she's dealing with a dude who's just doing a bunch of talking and yapping and just a bunch of shit, she not even really hearing him because he's not going towards her goal. But when you talk to her at home with a bunch of riddles and shit and a bunch of made-up fantasy bullshit, you're leaving that gateway open for another person to come do it, because you're teaching her that could possibly be real, even though it ain't. Like I had one dude tell me, he goes, I said, you never want to oversell, because you're going to be forced to, you're going to put yourself in a situation where you have to underproduce. So you never want to overpromise, because you're going to force yourself to underproduce. You feel what I'm saying? Underdeliver. So he goes, oh, nah, Pete, you always oversell and just compensate later. I'm like, yeah, basically just make up a bunch of more riddles and bullshit later, right? You'll get blocked out from any of my girls, period. And I ain't even knocking Johnny Cash, but that's Cash. He done tried to come behind me before. He don't think I knew about it, but my girls be sharks, bro. They be on a whole nother page, It's hard to come behind me. I ain't saying I'm unknockable, but my girls gotta knock theyself. I don't think a regular dude can come and just knock mine. Nah, they gotta knock theyself and just be tired of me. You know what I'm saying? They just tired of my shit. So they out. But all that getting knocked shit, it's very, very, very unlikely. Yeah, very unlikely. Even the times I thought I got knocked, they was off in a hotel by themselves doing some goofy stuff. So, anyway, because I installed pop-up blockers. One of the third and probably the hugest pop-up blocker, and a lot of y'all don't believe in this, is make her replace herself. You feel what I'm saying? Make her replace herself. And how do you do that? Is with a strong investment. You see, I keep mentioning rental cars, and the hair product. The hair product, that can wait. You can take your time with that. Rental cars, if you a Mac, or hustler, it is the perfect investment for you. The hair product may take it's a little bit different. You may have to go to conferences, or, you know what I'm saying, come to meetings or Zoom meetings or whatever the case may be. The rental car is more automatic. It's what they call passive income. You feel what I'm saying? But it's very strong passive income. So this is the third pop-up blocker. Replace her with an investment. Replace her with an investment. And I don't mean like literally replace her, get rid of her, but no. Be ready. Well, I should rephrase that. Be ready to replace her. And how you do that is with an investment. You feel what I'm saying? Where you got something else pumping and she's not needed. You like her being there. Her being there is a benefit, but she ain't needed. You get what I'm saying? Girls love that. People love to have to work for your favor, for your ownership. You know what I'm saying? To belong somewhere. They don't want to just why you think people go get jumped in to a gang? Anything that's just given to you, you don't even take it serious. You know what I'm saying? People like to work for their ownership, work for their position. So, end of the day, you take that money, you make a strong investment. I would definitely say rental cars, and we have a company that manages the fleet. You don't do nothing but sit back and collect the check. Literally nothing. Take it from me. I'm doing nothing so far. I'm just collecting checks. Either way. And anyway, and that money I'm just gonna take and buy a few more cars. You feel what I'm saying? And more cars. Like, once I found this company to manage the fleet, it's a wrap. They do everything. The bookends, everything. It's just I had to pay for the site to get built. That was it. You know what I mean? And that's just for my little personal thing. Y'all don't have to do none of that, right? You invest in it and they take care of everything. So, but at the end of the day, once you have money and a female sees money coming in without them working, oh, you putting pressure on her neck. I had a chick tell me, King, you hell. I mean, what you mean? She's like, you hell, King. I'm like, what you mean? And this is like after somebody had just walked in with a nice little sack of money, right? She go, you hell. I said, well, baby girl, I'm thinking like, yo, I do the most I can for y'all. What you talking about right now? I'm like tweaking, right? She like, yo, how a bitch supposed to keep up with that shit? She was like, I work all day, do this, do that, this and that, and you come walk in a bag of money. Like, yo, how am I supposed to keep up with that shit? And I just died laughing. She was like, you laughing, but I'm serious, King. That shit make me feel insecure. I feel a type of way. Like I'm not doing enough. Yo, the reason why I'm laughing, she probably gonna watch this, but the reason why I'm laughing is because it took me a good 20 minutes to stop laughing at this situation. Like, she was dead serious. Like, she was not letting it go. Like, nah, bro. Like, nah, like, I'm doing my best. And she called the other chick, hey, come here, da-da-da-da. I told her the same thing. She said, yeah, King, I do be feeling the way about that. Like, what's up? Why you don't be telling us what's going on and blah, blah, blah. End of the day, man, I be ready to replace them. You feel me? I be ready to replace them. That's a pop-up blocker. When they see them bags coming in with or without them, boy, their ass ain't going nowhere, man. They more so beating that dough down trying to come back. They ain't going nowhere, though. Like I said, when a female goes somewhere with me, it be me. You know what I'm saying? Me and Johnny Kaz have talked about that a few times. It be me. I just be tweaking on some dumb shit probably at that moment or whatever, or them months, like, I don't want to deal with you no more, just trying to get rid of her or something, like, you know, like that. That'd be me just tweaking, trying to get rid of you. But other than that, nah. I don't have no problem like getting knocked and all that. The reason being, I install them pop-up blockers. You feel me? So and one of the easiest ways, I don't know if I said this already, but you gotta make them hungry for money, right? But not desperate. You know what? I'm gonna just say this. I ain't want to say this, but I know it's gonna hurt some P's feelings. But I said this in one of my other videos. Your girl should not be scared of another pimp. Don't be showing no fear and all that shit. What you do is you show her how to identify money, and a pimp will naturally fade out of the picture because he ain't giving up no bread. I done had girls, well, I correct that. I done had girls tell me, inform me that they've gotten $500, $600, $700 from P's off the stuff that I taught them. So, end of the day, P's do give up money. You know what I'm saying? But the pop-up blocker is, once she understands, once she getting money from him, he ain't as strong as my dude. I never got no money from my dude. You feel me? So, like, it's another pop-up blocker. You feel me? So you got the riddles situation. You got I forget the second one. And the third one is be ready to replace her. And yeah, be ready to replace her with an investment. You feel what I'm saying? And the other things that I teach y'all are definitely pop-up blockers. Like having a bond with the girls, X, Y, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Oh, teaching how to smell money, that was the second one. But the other things I teach y'all are definitely pop-up blockers. But these 3, 4 things that I just taught you right here in this video, for sure, that's gonna keep them clowns away from you. I used to have a rule, right? No talking to young black dudes, only older black dudes. White boys, go ahead. Spanish dudes, only older Spanish dudes, no younger Spanish dudes. The reason being, young Spanish dudes and young black dudes, they pretty much one and the same. And they just want to waste the girl time with a bunch of yibba yabba. Her thing is, she needs to be sitting with somebody who wants to pay her for her time. Period. If they're in the entertainment world, that's what they get paid for. Whether you hosting parties, whether you're a lap dancer, it don't matter. You're getting paid for your time. Point blank, period. So when she's geared to hearing that and only that, a P naturally washes himself out. Like, she can't even barely hear what a pimp is saying. It's like her brain just can't compute that shit. You feel me? Because the only thing she knows is money. You feel me? I want to give y'all a little some more sauce, but nah, I'm gonna start retaining some of this, because some of this stuff y'all just need to pay for it. Because one, I can't even put it all in one video. That's one. 2, if I'm gonna take my time to teach you, you need to pay for it so you understand you're investing in your game. You're investing in what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm finna go clean up one of my spots. As you can see, got a little Airbnb sitio. You know what I mean? Gonna clean it up before the people come check in. But yeah, man, y'all stay up. Okay, shit. Hey, you know what? I meant to ask y'all, the men. I think I should dye my beard black, cause like in the summertime it get brown. You feel me? I don't care about the few little grays. I'm cool with that. But in the summertime it get brown. I think it's like my natural hair color, as you can see it up here. So I was thinking if I should dye my beard black. What y'all think about that? I don't really care for the grays. I'm cool with the grays. I ain't got that many. But the brown, it just look weird on camera, you feel me? So what y'all think about that? Anyway, I can't do nothing about my hair. That's brown the way it is. I can't dye that. But yeah, man, y'all stay up. King shit. If you got any questions, drop in the comments. Sorry to rush, but I'm in a rush today.